is going to be the Lord of the Rings character tier list. And I know it is not the full character tier list. There are enough unmentionable people on this fucking tier list that I had to inspect the images to know what the fuck some of their names are. So, here we go. Once again, got Luna and Kenobi on stream with us to provide their extensive opinions. And as always, this is going to be up on YouTube in post. But you guys watching it live, you guys get the first crack at enjoying this tier list, joining in the chat, and letting your voices be heard. Okay? So,
Up,
without
eat,
further ado,
Tyler.
ladies, let's do this. Aragorn. Okay? So, he is Strider, lived with the elves, knows how to talk to them in their language. He's well versed. He's a hell of a warrior. But he kicked an orc helmet and broke his fucking toe. So that's going to knock him down a peg. He is, however, good as gold. Would have been awesome sauce had he not broken his fucking toe. But
I disagree.
I don't know. I don't know. Where would you rank him at then?
I'm ranking pretty high in awesome sauce just by the way this is Eowyn.
That bitch was creepy. Following
I
him
cannot
around. Like, what the fuck?
I cannot give you what you seek. Best slam ever.
Exactly.
He definitely gives awesome sauce for that. Also, his mad singing skills at the end of Return of the King.
Yeah, he's definitely an awesome sauce. And I don't know why you knocked him down a peg for him breaking his toe. That makes him even more awesome about the fact that he was able to still do the scene while breaking his toe.
All he had to
That
do
should
was
almost be
scream.
godlike.
All he had to do was scream.
Dude, he still was in it to win it. You're wrong.
No.
Yes, he kept going with the scene. That is pretty dope. I mean, what other person can hurt themselves and keep it?
You can't do that. I mean, if you broke your toe on stream right now, you'd probably be crying.
No, I'm not kicking orc helmets. I'm just chatting, as the stream info says.
Also, I enjoy it when he actually pulls his hair back, a nice little hair bow at the end of the scene. So you can actually see his face.
Ugh.
Yeah, he looks so hot not being washed and looks like grease the entire time.
He's so gray in the end, too.
Oh, how about when he lays it on friggin' Arwen? Oh, yeah. Definite awesome sauce on that one.
And definitely has good choice in women. Again, he picks Arwen over Eowyn. Good
Plus.
good plus for him. He is definitely awesome sauce category.
I mean, if you have the choice between an elf and a stable hand, who would you pick? Exactly. Speaking of who you would pick, Arwen is next. The elf princess of Rivendell. Um, she saves Frodo. If it weren't for her, the ring would have probably went to Boromir, and you know, well, we all know how that would have ended. Not well for Gondor. Uh, so I think she's a little bit better than her her love interest in the movies and the books. She's going in the awesome sauce category.
She is good as gold. She's not as good as Aragorn, but she's pretty cool. And I love. You can't ask for better hair pieces, especially at the end.
Yeah. Her Greyhaven's outfit on point.
Is
Definitely
that the
high elvish.
blue cloak thing she wears?
It's when so it's right before she turns around on the horse and goes back to Aragorn. So you know how they're all leaving to
Yeah,
go,
go to wherever they gotta go.
Yep.
Yeah,
and
ship.
and
Yep.
she turns around and leaves. I think it's a dark robe. I don't remember exactly what color it is, but that whole outfit was on point.
Yeah. Anyhow, she's just her. I like her wardrobe in that. She rock she wore. Plus, she had that awesome necklace that she gave.
Right.
Pretty cool.
Steele, I honestly believe you're doing a biased opinion here because you think that she's pretty, and that's why she's above Aragorn.
Well, she's definitely
I don't
more
know.
pretty than Aragorn.
No, okay, seriously. I mean, she did good because, I mean, I gotta give her props for making a difficult choice by giving up her immortality to be with Aragorn. So that's pretty cool choice. However, I wish we could have seen more of her,
Yeah.
probably in the series, for me to make a more solid opinion. She's not like she's more of a sideline character. You don't really, I mean, you don't really get to see the depths really of her
No.
very much.
And the
Like to
movies
be able to make
cut
like
out a lot of, sorry, we keep talking over each other. The movies cut out a lot of their interaction between each other and her interaction with her father in the first movie versus the first book. Like
yeah.
we're talking a good 4 or 5 chapters in the book that kind of go in and out of, I mean, they kind of sum it up in the movies with a couple of the deleted scenes that didn't make the cut, but you only get maybe 3 scenes in the movie of them going back and forth and contemplating this decision when it was a lot tougher of a decision for her to make in the books, and it wasn't something that Aragorn or Elrond let her make lightly.
Agreed.
Mr. There and Back Again himself, Bilbo Baggins. So since this is a Lord of the Rings specific tier list and has nothing to do with The Hobbit when Bilbo was actually a useful fucking character, I want to put him in the rock bottom, but I'm going to put him in super meh. He'll ride the bottom of the super meh. Only because of that trick he did at his birthday with the ring. I think that was kind of cool. Nice use of ancient power, until you get the wraiths on you and attract the attention of Sauron himself. I mean, world's going to end, but might as well have a good laugh while you're at it.
Agreed. Really, he just became a crotchety old man.
But yeah. No, I think he was. I think that's why. Like, if it weren't for Gandalf being there, I don't think anyone would have enjoyed his birthday party. I mean, he insulted the entire room.
I like you more than some other,
Yeah, I like you. Oh,
less than I did, or more than I did tomorrow.
I like more than half of you, less than I would like, and I like less than half of you, half as well
Yeah.
as you deserve. God, I haven't watched these movies in forever. I'm surprised I remember that.
Yeah, Bilbo's just eh. I would put him rock bottom
Yeah.
simply because he turns into that goblin on Frodo when he sees
Oh
the
yeah.
ring around his neck.
See, I
That
like
face.
that. I like that.
No,
That was super cool visual effects right there, and I thought that was
nah.
cool as shit. It scared the shit out of me in theaters though. It got so loud right there.
Yeah, but he just doesn't. I don't know. Not a fan.
All right. Moving on to It Is a Gift. Boromir. Now, I wish they hadn't cut the council scene down as much as they did. Watching the deleted scenes and the extended scenes, the extended version of the movie, that scene shows a little bit more of Boromir's actual character instead of just painting him like this douchey, um, he's not a prince, steward son that uh, only wants to use the ring for its power. It actually shows why he wants to do that, shows why they need the power of the ring. But he redeems himself. He has a nice character arc. And so he's going to go good as gold. Below Aragorn, but still good as gold for me.
Disagree. Boromir equals godlike. He must. There's just no one else greater than him. We need someone who weighs over 150 pounds to fight any of these fools, and he can do that. Thanks.
I mean, dude's literally sacrificed himself. I mean,
Yeah, he
dude is
redeemed himself.
definitely at least he is at least awesome sauce material, if
Okay,
not God.
I'll give you awesome sauce. Not above Arwen, but I will
And
give
no,
you.
he is above Arwen. Arwen didn't do jack shit
She gave up immortality for a guy that's gonna die anyway.
for a guy that she loved, not for the ring.
Boromir loved the ring.
He did, but he also sacrificed himself for it. Come on, man. He did that for the greater good. You gotta give him props.
I will put him above Arwen because Sean Bean is a master at dying.
Truth.
Every movie
Scene
he's in, he dies, and he dies incredibly.
Yes. Yes. Makes him so awesome.
Yeah. All right, next is Celeborn. He is going in the rock bottom because he is completely useless to the point where I had to look up his fucking name.
Pass, don't know.
Yeah, so what's he do?
He
He's walking with
is
Galadriel
yeah,
somewhere. And what does he do?
absolutely nothing.
So he's basically just, doing the same hair get up that friggin' Legolas does. Nice.
Yeah.
That's a big. I like putting him in dumbass.
I don't even think he deserves the acknowledgement of being a dumbass. All right. Steward Denethor.
Ass.
He's going in the rock bottom as well. No, he's a dumbass. He set his son Faramir on fire, or was going to set his son Faramir on fire. Ended up setting himself on fire while his son was still alive. And they were telling him, "Hey, no, he's still alive. And he's gonna do it anyway."
Actually, I agree with its intentions. It's just he was a complete dumbass. So I do agree with you, but I have to give him a little bit of credit by having the right intention.
By sacrificing the son that he didn't like to begin with.
Yeah, because he sucked.
Hey, can we get this fool a napkin whenever he eats?
Hey, the only reason I'm ranking him at all is because of Pippin's song in that scene. That is a great song. I have used that song in D&D before. As a bard, that was funny. What?
Okay, so we've established he cannot eat
Yeah,
properly.
he's a very messy eater.
I mean, he's just a fool. I mean, why's he got to burn Faramir? Yeah, I don't like him, but you don't have to burn the dude. I mean, come on.
Exactly. Like him or not, he's still your son.
Yeah, I mean, that's just terrible. I mean, he went out there. He was the only one to return. Everybody got killed. And friggin' burning with oil.
Mm-hmm.
Please.
Exactly.
Just also when Gandalf pops him with the friggin' staff, that was dope.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was awesome. Yeah, but anyhow, yeah, this dude is just subpar completely. Worst. He does not get the best dad of the award of the year.
No,
at all.
not even close. Speaking of dads not getting the Dad of the Year award, Elrond. So yeah, Elrond is responsible for the Fellowship of the Ring, bringing all of these people together. You know, tipping off Denethor that somebody has the ring, and it's within grasp. I mean, he helps forge Aragorn's sword back together, which was Isildur's. So I'll give him quite all right. I don't know. He doesn't play a big enough role in the movies, in my opinion. I think he could have done a lot more. I think they could have used him more.
To me, it's kind of like Arwen. I mean, he's just purposely trying to stay out of everything.
Yeah, well, that's Rivendell's whole philosophy. They didn't even want him there.
No, I understand. It's the elves to be neutral. I get
Mhm.
it. So that's why to me it's like Superman, because I mean he didn't really offer anything. Just neutral, and I don't know. To me, he did nothing really upstanding or really cool. So pass.
It needs to be cast back into the fiery chasm from whence it came. Okay, Elrond. I have a few things about him.
Okay.
So Arwen, agreed, rocks the headpiece almost as much as her dad.
I was about to say her dad wore it better.
That's actually a good point. Okay, maybe that is quite all right.
Yeah, so he can rock the headdress. Let's just give him that. But as a whole, he just seems angry, kind of all the time. He's mad at Arwen for liking Aragorn, which
Mhm.
is kind of bull. How about be supportive of who she chooses? Come on. I mean, it's her choice.
Right,
If you love her, then love who she picks.
exactly.
But here's the question from a parent's perspective. If your daughter is given a choice to say, you know what, choose who you love or choose immortality, what would you support?
Well, I want to think of my child's happiness. Sure, she would live forever and wherever this bull, but look at her. She's completely distraught and unhappy all the time. Would I want happy being with the man, even though I'm not with her, but she would be with the man she loved?
Good point. I think it would suck to. We'll have to support that choice because, eventually you're going to still be here when your kid's dead.
Yeah, you're gonna have to watch your kid die.
So I do understand him being a little angry about that, but I do agree with Anne on this that, he does seem angry, and that's why to me, I still categorize him as super meh, even though he does rock the hairpiece.
But what about the little micro braids that fall in front of his ears to mask the fact that they're fake? Wardrobe team ain't fooling me.
Oh, also this sword. How long we just gonna keep it broken at his place? I mean, how many years we just gonna let it sit there broken? Everybody, hurting their fingers on it, picking it up, poking themselves. Boom. And then he finally, at the very last minute, hey, I'll fix it. Hey, Aragorn, here you go. Go save the world. Nice.
He was waiting for the return of the king. And Mr. Anderson. Aomer. Now, I'm biased with Aomer mainly because of the fact that Carl Urban plays him. I like Aomer a lot.
Who doesn't?
He basically tells Theoden, yeah, you know what? Fuck you. I don't care if you brainwash, banish me. Don't care. I'm still gonna go help the fucking world. You're welcome. Aomer, godlike.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Yeah. Hands down, unanimous, godlike. Now, his sister, on the other hand, hands down, unanimous,
Pass.
dumbass. Below Mr. Sloppy Eater himself, gonna go after a man that she knows is involved with a fucking elf. Come on.
Her statement, I am no man, is certainly questionable.
Yeah, at certain parts of the movie, for sure. Faramir.
I agree. I
Oh,
agree with
yeah, go
Ben
ahead.
on that. That is definitely true. I have my doubts sometimes, but yeah, her persistence with Aragorn is just disgusting. I can't. She needs to be below dumbass.
Yeah.
There needs to be a disgusting category, and that's where she falls.
Well, see, it's like there's a difference between persistence and stalking, and she ain't even flirting with the line of that. No, she's like way past that fucking line. He tells her
Yeah.
off in the most savage way possible, and she's still fucking sticking around. It's like, go the fuck on and leave him alone.
I 100% agree. Just, lady, catch a hint.
Mm-hmm.
Stop sniffing around. Thanks.
Faramir. Now, I know Faramir has, like, serious daddy issues. And he's super in the shadow of his older brother. But even with his older brother dead, he's not going to get out of those shadows. Superman at best.
I agree. Very Superman. And he marries Ewan. Ew.
Yeah, he's getting Aragorn's reject.
Sloppy cousin. I would actually go, he needs to join her, dumbass. And they can have a family and have several other dumbasses.
They shouldn't have a family at all.
Faramir is ew.
I mean, I do understand your point, like, in the shadow of his brother, but, I mean, yeah. I mean, there's really no hope for
Well, I mean, especially after his father
There's
tried to
really
burn
not.
him alive.
I mean, he probably at that point should have just burned himself alive because way to just get to that level of awesomeness. So,
Stellar.
yeah, sure. He's just even throughout the series, like, he's trying to redeem himself, but it just doesn't work.
Well, it's like, even at redemption arcs, he's in the shadow of his brothers. Because, Boromir actually redeems himself, gets himself back in the good graces of Aragorn. My brother, my king. And Faramir just tries and tries and tries and tries and still fucks it up. It's like, I'm not 100% sure that Faramir was even a good guy the entire time.
Right, exactly.
So yeah, maybe he should have just burnt alive. All right, Frodo. What a joke of a character. There's not many series, much less movies, that revolve around a character that, I mean, honestly, holds no impact on the storyline whatsoever. With or without Frodo, Gandalf is going to show up at Bilbo's birthday, realize he has the Ring of Power, take it to Rivendell, and someone from the Fellowship is going to destroy it. With or without Frodo. And without Frodo, we probably would have had some more enjoyable movies with less homosexual tendencies and relationship angst between him and Sam. It's
I can't do it, Frodo.
he's going in rock bottom, below the nameless guy, elf from the woods. He holds no impact on the storyline whatsoever.
Yeah, I would have to give Frodo rock bottom. for many reasons. A, not only is and Sam eating all the lambus bread, but they're also eating their fingernails because when he touches the ring, he has the most grotesque fingernails possible, and they are dirty.
Yeah.
Ew. B, whenever he gets stabbed or stuck by the spider, he slobbers all over himself. What is up with that?
He
Do we really need to
does.
see that every single time?
Oh God, he does.
That's what I'm saying. That's why for me he is a 100% the dumbass category. He slobbers all over himself, and then you gotta love the camera panning to where it gets a close up of his face while he's slobbering all over himself. It's like, dude, are you constipated? What the fuck is going on? Yeah, no, and I am totally not interested in him and Sam's friendship, brother relation, gay relationship. I don't know. I'm not interested. Pass.
Yeah. Galadriel. She goes full enchantress on them. But she gives everybody some kind of prophecy. And that all comes true. But still, Superman. I'll put her above Faramir. But that's it. I don't think she goes any higher than that. But arguments could be made to move her lower than that. Certainly. And as for the most beautiful being on the planet, whoever their casting director is needs some fucking glasses.
Agreed. Yeah, I agree with you. I feel like super meh at best. I'm just not impressed with her, especially for being a powerful being like she's supposed to be. I'm just not really seeing it. It's pretty sad. You turn into that other side of her where it's supposed to look scary. She actually looks more prettier in that version
Yeah, because the
than
blue.
the regular version.
Yeah, the blue skin really does something for her facial structure. She probably would have been a better casting in Avatar.
What I don't get is she some they're trying to figure out to be some kind elf helper yet to sorceress like evil. Is she as bad as Sauron? What are they trying? She is
I don't think she's as bad as Sauron because she has a ring of power as well.
true, but with that whole she turns into that sorceress.
Right.
What are we scared?
Yeah, I don't understand what the point of that scene was, but honestly, I agree with Luna. Like that's the best looking she looked the entire series, and she's supposed to be this immaculately beautiful elf, and she's not.
Well, I agree with Anne on this. This is where like maybe I'm just not understanding. This is the kind of thing that this makes her super meh because I'm confused on her role, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I don't really know like what side she's really on. It's really weird.
Right.
Yes, I agree. Galadriel equals super fug.
Yeah. All right. So the next one's gonna be quick. Gambling. He's going in the rock bottom. I'm not gonna put him in dumbass because he is a good guy, but he is a minute character, and again, one of those that I had to look up his fucking name to even know who he was.
Who is this?
It is Theoden's right-hand man.
And he gets eat by one of them dog things.
Yeah,
that
the Worgans.
attacks him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next.
I would just say dumbass.
Next up, Gandalf. As much as I like Gandalf and want to put him super high, I'm going to put him in the awesome sauce between the two. I think he's a good character. You see him do some really cool shit. The man talks to moths and they deliver eagles. And he makes his own fucking fireworks. The fireworks are cool as shit.
All right, I'm probably gonna make people some mad. I think he's a dumbass.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe not that bad, but I'm actually really mad at Gandalf because it's like one of those things where I really want to like his character, but when I do like a big picture, like, okay, what did he actually accomplish? It's hard for me to think of him as awesome. I mean, first of all, I don't even see the type of magic. I mean, he's supposed to be this wizard, and yet I don't see any magic with him. Like, he doesn't really do anything. I don't know. Also, too, he's always, has to leave the part of adventure. I mean, sure, he yells, "You shall not pass," and then fucking, yeah, says, "I'm out." You know, I don't know. To me, it's just like, if anything, like a fair rating, I would say either like high, quite all right, or low, good as gold. My opinion.
Okay. I like Gandalf. He's pretty good as gold for him. Simply, I like when he, breaks the curse on Theoden and turns him back normal to where, that whole curse is lifted off of him. And I do think he has the best interest of what we're trying to accomplish here by getting the ring to Mount Doom at heart. But he does leave in the middle of,
Leave some
battles when maybe we could use some help. But it's funny you mentioned the Eagles because if he would have summoned those at the beginning, hey, for Sam and Frodo, end of movie.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Now,
And it's like, I think what makes me upset about him is I think he has the ability to have all these cool powers, like, summoning the eagles, but he don't use them to his like ability, which to me is subpar.
well, remember too, Gandalf was one of the 5 Maiar. So he was one of the 5 original wizards that basically created Middle-earth.
He's definitely better than that wizard that has bird poo in his hair in the Hobbit.
Radagast, yeah. For sure.
I don't know. It's a tie for me.
You like bird poo, really?
Yeah, right in my hair.
Oh, goodness. All right, next. It's going to be Gimli. Gimli is going to the top of the awesome sauce category. I just can't justify a godlike ranking for Gimli.
I want to know how Gimli ranks higher than Aragorn.
Because Gimli uses an axe instead of a borrowed sword.
He literally has a guy that topples over him, and he just stays there the entire battle.
I cannot make the jump. You're gonna have to toss me. Plus, I think Gimli just has more quotable lines than Aragorn.
Plus, he can't see over during that castle thing, and Legolas has to get him a box.
You'll have to describe it for me. Should I describe it for you or get you a box?
Plus, he's just mad always at Legolas for the amount of people they kill.
Yeah.
Legolas always. I think he's just mad the whole show, whole series. But he does rock a beard. Have to give him snaps for that. And he can ride a horse. He does carry an axe. It is pretty sad though when he goes in that mine and all the
His family's
villains-
dead. Yeah.
That sucks. I don't know. I'd give him a quite all right.
I actually agree with that rating.
Now, this next character should be split into two characters, because I think you could honestly rank each one of Gollum's personalities separately. I think there's a good deal of difference between Gollum and Smeagol. And I think they would fit into two different categories on this list. If we're ranking Smeagol, I would honestly just give him a super meh. Probably a lower super meh, probably above Faramir. But Gollum, I like Gollum a little bit better. He's kind of sneaky, cynical. And I'm going to put him as quite all right. Not as good as
You have
Elrond,
to do
but...
his voice. You have to do his voice.
Oh, God, I can't do that on stream.
Do it. You can do it.
Which one, Smeagol or Gollum? Because there's...
Gollum, of course.
Here, let me look up some...
Right, there's potato. I know, I'm doing the stupid line. Competence. My precious.
Gollum! Hang on, I'm trying to find the monologue between the two characters.
All right, we don't got time for that. So I'm gonna go ahead with my ranking on Gollum here, and I give him an awesome sauce just because he bites off Frodo's finger. Also, I give him awesome sauce because he leads Frodo to get bit by the spider.
That's what I say. He's very cynical. I like Gollum, but I don't think he's on the... I don't think he's on the tier of it is a gift.
No, because it is a gift, so it's supposed to be godlike.
No. He's a very good name.
Gollum is awesome.
Eagle is not.
Let's see. The next one
Agreed.
is Gothmog, according to the JPEG file name. It's dumbass. I don't give a shit about the orc.
Pass.
After him, though, We
Hold
are
on, that Gothmog dude gets hit with the, or almost gets hit with the brick when
yeah,
they're
that
standing
huge
in
piece
battle
of the castle.
building.
Yep.
Yeah.
The next character I am still upset about because in the books this guy comes in, saves the fucking day, and doesn't die. But in the movies, they thought it would be cool to, kill him off. And it still pisses me off because he was one of my favorite characters. Haldir, godlike. Regardless of the fact that he dies in the movie, he doesn't die in the books.
Help with these little- Hey, Steele, is he in twin the Two Towers or Return of the? I know he helps. He comes back to help with the battle. He's the leader of the elves.
It is the battle for Helm's Deep.
So is that Two Towers? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. This guy's pretty cool. I like that he helps all that, and then yeah, it sucks that he dies. Why they gotta do that?
Right.
Still, you probably have a different opinion, and probably right, because I feel like this guy was probably better in the books,
Way better in
right?
the books. Way 1,000
They didn't
times
really.
better in the books.
So I didn't read the books, so
They don't even.
my
We'll put it this way: they don't even come close to touching his character in the movies. I
right.
mean, yeah, they make him
So
out to be a good guy, but they don't even come close to showing how good of a guy he is.
so with that being said, it's hard to give an opinion about him. I mean, I'd probably do good as gold.
I mean, you got to think, like, even in the movie, I know why they killed him in the movie because they wanted to show, oh, the battle, the tide of battle is turning, and oh, he's gonna die, and now everybody's gonna rally around each other and come back and win. No, 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 because he was there, they won in the books. But movies have to have shock and awe factor because they can't get by on a actual good storyline. Isildur, dumbass. He is the top dumbass because he is the top dumbass. He had the chance to throw the ring back into the fucking Mount Doom's volcano and chose to say, you know what, Elrond, fuck you. I'm going to keep it. Then he
And then he
paid the
gets
price.
killed.
Exactly. Pays the price with his life.
I agree. Isildur equals punk bastard, greedy bastard.
Yep. And a know-nothing dickhead.
Agreed.
It's a good D&D hook, though. It's a really good D&D hook. I'll have to use that one day. Next up, Theoden, King of Rohan. I don't really care for the fact that he was under Wormtongue's spell at the beginning and being controlled by Saruman. But he justifies himself and kind of brings himself back, but I think he's still just a super meh. Kind of a useless character.
I I think he messed up because he was sleeping on board the Titanic and when it hit the iceberg.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is a big pass for me.
Yeah. No
He's
opinion
not a
at
great
all on
character.
Theoden.
Yeah, I don't even want to share I don't even want to waste a thought on him. He is just so lame.
Plus, he doesn't notice that his niece is battling, we leave her in charge of the friggin' kingdom, yet she just accompanies us along with, friggin' which one she? Mary. Ew. And and we have to, like make her out to be this great person, please. So he's just non-observant of his friggin' army and is under this spell for however many years. And okay, so it gets broken. He's back to normal. What, we're just supposed to, follow him. Plus, he gives Aragorn shit about, joining in the fight. Like they're not going to. Well, then screw you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're not going to give you any protection.
Right.
So screw you. Yeah, things kind of dumb to me.
Yeah. He has to be coerced into doing anything.
And he's so upset that Aragorn makes any decision like, oh, you're not the king here. Did he claim to be? No.
Right.
Dumb.
Ass.
Legolas.
Is
I-
it Legolas or Legolas?
Either one.
From now on, I'm calling him Legless.
Legless. Legolas. A definite, easy, godlike tier.
Legolas is a definite god tier. I like him.
Hands
He's a
down.
pretty cool guy. Hands down.
The cool fucking bow and arrow moves. Like nobody else
Well,
is doing that shit. He's
he's
enjoying
so
killing
accurate.
people. He's enjoying killing people so much he has to show off while doing it. Plus,
Yeah,
he's a
I mean,
fucking prince, and you don't find that out until later on. Like even in the books, you don't find that out until later on. But
yeah, I mean, as this character, definitely godlike, even though he still is a whelp.
and a terrible pirate.
Legolas equals
Legless.
Legolas equals best hair of entire series.
Even though his
Even though
eyebrows don't match, like.
yeah, it's a horrible wig, granted, but he rocks the braids on the side. I mean, yeah, that's just dope. And I love the cool moves, even though some of them are kind of, like way out there, like the riding the elephant, and all that stuff,
Yeah.
and riding the surfboard down the castle thing. And I like the swing. He swings completely, almost full circle around the horse to get back on it. That was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I definitely agree. He's got like, he made the show, watchable.
Yeah.
And interesting, definitely. So, yeah, he's up there. So I enjoy him.
All right, the next two. I mean, I'm gonna put them in dumbass because I had to look up their names. That is Lurtz, apparently. I didn't even know the Uruk-hai had names, but that one does, and his name is Lurtz, and he's a dumbass.
He's the one that shoots Boromir.
He does.
Hated it.
He does.
Nice teeth.
And the next one is apparently Madril. I don't even
Who
remember.
is this?
That is one of Faramir's. It's Faramir's second in command.
Yeah. So when Faramir leads his army and they all get demolished,
Yeah, it's
this
this
is the
guy's
second in
fault.
command.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I would say dumbass just for that happening.
Yeah. Mary.
Ew. Dumbass.
See, Mary for me is not as bad as Pippin. He's not. He's gonna go in the rock bottom section, probably above Frodo because Frodo plays no part in the movie at all. At least Mary joins the Rohirrim to at
Yeah.
least try and fight. Frodo doesn't do anything but cry and make orgasmic sounds while he's getting stabbed. Pippin is a dumbass. Fool of the Took. Throw yourself in next time and rid us of your stupidity. Best line of the series.
I hate them both. That's all I have to say.
Agreed. Pippin singing.
That's the only good thing. I like that song, but it's not because of his character. It's just because it's a cool fucking song.
Plus, when he has to touch that bowling ball thing, I mean, come on. He should have died right there.
Yeah.
Well, and also too, like, don't they at the end like try fighting and shit? It is just totally not believable.
Yeah, he
How?
becomes a knight of Gondor, which is a joke.
Oh, gosh. Yes, absolute joke.
I mean, at least Mary's on horseback.
But that bitch has to put him in front of her.
Yeah,
He can't do nothing on his own,
right.
which could,
Get her
screw
killed.
up trying to do. Yeah.
But that would be okay because she's in the dumbass tier as well.
Oh no, she has to save everyone with her.
I
killing the
am
ring
no
wraith.
man.
Yeah,
You sound
he's
like one.
great. Again, questionable. That is questionable.
Exactly.
Agree with Luna. Hate them both.
Yeah. Mr. Frying Pan himself, Samwise Gamgee.
Barney Rubble at his finest.
Rock bottom. Because again, he contributes nothing to the storyline. Nothing.
He needs to be the very last one of the dumbasses. Like, he needs to go down. He is such trash. I am so sick of seeing him and his emotional crying every fucking scene that we have to see him in, and then him up Frodo's ass. No thanks.
Yeah, that's. I don't know. The relationship that the movie tries to paint between the two of them, it's just irritating, honestly, because it's not there in the books. Frodo actually gets more annoyed with Sam than anything in the books.
The funniest part of the whole series is Gollum calling him fat all the time.
Yeah, stupid fat hobbit.
I hate friggin' Sam. I really do.
Potatoes.
He's horrible. I don't get why, they have to throw in that he marries that curly-haired bitch at the end just so, because all the time they spent on him and Frodo.
Yeah.
But can we all say that, like, what, the last 15 minutes, 20 minutes, Yeah, 30 minutes. Yeah, let's go with 30 minutes where they're in the Shire. Yeah, that why can't that just be deleted?
Yeah.
I hate Sam because he ate all the Lampas bread.
Oh. Next one up, Saruman. Hmm. I don't know. Saruman kind of. I'm gonna put him as good as gold. He created the Urukai, which, I mean, yeah, it was bad because they killed people, but I mean, he created an entire species by crossbreeding um, orcs and come up with these war machines, basically.
This guy has to Saruman has to rank higher than Gandalf just because of how many times he has to kick his ass.
So have they ever said like how Saruman gets seduced by Sauron? Like what makes him turn to the dark side?
He was
Because at one
already
point he
kind
was
of
helpful.
he was already kind of flirting with the dark side to begin with.
Well, I think it's pretty dumb that they delete that Saruman death scene.
Yeah.
You can only get it in the bonus footage.
Mhm.
Why they gotta do him like that?
Right.
And because that was interesting actually to watch,
Mhm.
or would have been, to see it.
Right.
Um, I don't know. He does more magic stuff than Gandalf. Um, like Steele said, he makes the orcs and actually is doing stuff to get the army together.
Mhm.
I think he's wizard. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good question. Is he sorcerer or wizard?
He's a wizard.
Yeah, that's what I thought. For whatever reason, I was thinking sorcerer. No, I agree with Anne. He does more magic. He just seems more powerful, more together. Um, I don't know, just more interesting character to me.
Well,
I would definitely rank him.
in the beginning of like Fellowship of the Ring, before Gandalf fights the Balrog and comes back as Gandalf the White, he actually is more powerful than Gandalf. Um, White Wizard is like the top. Um, Gray is below that. Brown is below that. Blue is below that. There were two blue, one brown, one gray, one white. And then Gandalf ascends to the white. And then they're technically the same power level, but Saruman had been a white wizard for centuries more than Gandalf. So yeah, even after Gandalf becomes the white, he's Saruman's still more powerful. So yeah. Plus he's just a good bad guy.
Read.
All right, not to get confused, Sauron. Now I get it. He gets destroyed. But like Lord Voldemort, he made a Horcrux in that ring and somehow stayed alive. He is going into the god-like tier because he basically is a god.
Yeah, he is badass.
I mean, he got excluded from the Ring of Power party and said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna make my own," and made one stronger than all of the other ones, just because he fucking could.
Do they ever show what Sauron looks like? Like, does he have a face?
I don't think it's ever
Is he
shown.
actually? It's just never shown.
Yeah, I think he's a wraith.
So was that Ghost?
Uh, kind of like the wraiths, the 9 wraiths. Those were all
Yeah,
the
that are
origin
facing
the
Frodo.
original kings of men. So there's 9.
Yep. Anyhow, I agree. He's definitely godlike, and it just would be interesting to, I don't know, see what he looked like.
Yeah.
But oh well.
Next is the Witch King. I don't know where to rank this guy. He's a good bad guy. Almost kills Frodo, but then gets killed by a dumbass. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
I misspoke earlier. This is what it's the Witch King. I said Ring Wraith that Eowyn kills.
Well, I mean,
This
he
is
is he is a ring wraith. He's just
top.
the leader of them.
Yeah.
The Witch King of Agnar.
Could he have put his hands up to protect his face? Then she wouldn't have stabbed him. Thanks.
Yeah, right in the mouth. All right, next is gonna be Wormtongue. I don't really care for Wormtongue. I'm gonna throw him in the. He's above these guys.
Trash.
He's definitely a dumbass. I can't stand him.
I think he's the perfect husband for Eowyn.
They have about the same complexion.
What beautiful children they would have.
Oh God. Yeah. All right, so that wraps up the Lord of the Rings character tier